Good morning. Welcome to the Simpit. Actually, today is just life in the pit. I'm not sure which camera to look at. And you guys are going to help me out because I'm not sure if the cameras are right. The audio is going to be weird. My microphone's way over there, but I have it pretty open, so you should hear me okay. We are here to do one of my favorite things, as you know, and that is testing out new products or unboxing new products. I have the new, relatively new, Fanatec Clubsport GT Cockpit, which I'm super excited about. This thing is a beast, but it has a lot of features that I love, starting with the fact, and no offense to all of you who probably are sitting in one, it's not a profile chassis. 99 out of 100 chassis nowadays are profile. They are super awesome. They're super functional. They're super adaptable, adjustable, super strong, affordable, but they are just industrial looking. I just like something a little more artistic, if you know what I mean. So I'm very excited about this because it is a semi-tubular chassis. Amir let me know this is actually designed or helped designed by Mark Pook, if you might know him as the Aussie Stig. So he collaborated in putting this together as well. So I'm very excited, and we have all the accessories. So it's going to be a long day, but it should be a fun day. Starting with, I left the pile pretty much where it is. I have a bag of tools that I may or may not need. I'm assuming it comes with most of the tools that we need. And this is a down and dirty, rough, in the pit stream. This is not a normal one. We're not editing it. We just have our cameras, which we can change as needed. We're going to take breaks as needed. We might run into moments that we have to figure out and work around, or any of those. You never know what's going to happen on a live day like today, but I'm not even trying to make it out like it's one of those like normal shows. This is in the pit. This is raw. This is nasty. So please help me out with audio, video. If there's something you want to see more, if there are questions, we can take a break and do some investigative work. If there are things you think I need to really know or question or point out about the rig, you're also helping with me with the review process. So exciting day, exciting moment for so many reasons. Let's get to it. Starting with, we have a lot of boxes here in our way. Just to let you know what we are looking at, this is the upper accessory mounts in white. I have requested a white frame. I'm going to just get these out of the way, and before I open box one, I'll double check with your comments. So if you have anything to say that you want me to read or know about, put it in the chat right away. This is a PC tray. The PC itself, the computer, wonder if it's big enough for my monster computer, which you can see back there. I'm not sure if it will be. That thing's not your conventional size. All right, then we've got our shifter mount kit, right side, because, you know, we're American. Then we've got a keyboard tray. Oh, look at that. Everything, ready to go, everything you need. Here we've got the Fanatec Clubsport Cockpit seat. Maybe I can just put this one there. I don't want to hit any wires because I don't want anything to disconnect. Is that in the way? Maybe a little bit. It might work. I might be able to. If I stand up, my head gets cut off, by the way. That'll probably happen at some point during the show. Who's here? Spatial Dragon's here. Good morning. Yay, Fanatec. Alesh, Mom. Wash my hands. I did. Alterman, good morning to you. Fanatec is still around. They are. They are kind of, I would expect a really big kind of reintroduction almost under the Corsair ownership. John Shield, good morning to you. How you doing? Is this PS compatible? It is. This is a multi-platform. Oh, this is box 2. So the rig itself, if you get the rig on its own, is going to be these 2 boxes here. That one is the seat add-on, and then those were the accessory add-ons that we talked about. So I think we're just going to push this one out of the way and start with the big. Box 1 of 2. And Max, you're not going to want to be in here today. I can tell you that. Hey, Star Fox, how you doing? When I say down and dirty, like, I'm going to have my back to the camera today. I'm not worried about formalities. I'm not worried about how I look on camera. We are here to unbox this really heavy, massive assembly. I don't know. My plan if you can see me on camera too. So right now when I moved here, all I did was put a fold-up desk, built a little stand for my gigantic curved monitor, and then put my beast of a computer on the floor. My plan, my goal, I don't know if we're going to be able to get to all of it today. We're going to build the rig for sure. If we can, we'll go to stage 2 and equip the rig with wheel, pedals, shifter, the works. And then if we can, we're going to try to relocate the monitor and computer and basically put this rig into this spot right here is the goal. I'm not sure how far into the master plan we're going to get, but I know we're going to get the rig built. That's our goal. So we're going to open up this massive box and see what's inside. Box 1 of 2 of the rig itself. The Snow White. I wanted white. You know what? I am so over black rigs. Also, I was talking about the profile and everything. You know, everything's not only profile, but everything is just black anodized profile. And I want something different. All right. I don't know if we're going to have room. We're going to be off frame for parts of this trunk. Whoa. Okay. Maybe I should put the box further that way and pull parts out towards the wall. Might let you guys actually see more of what's going on. And like I said, this is raw, down and dirty. We're going to have garbage to deal with. I don't know where I'm going to put my garbage. That's going to be an actual problem, and I'm going to smash the camera trying to get it out of the room. I wish I had a assistant. That would be nice. This is kind of garbage that you just don't even want in the way. This thing is really heavy. There we go. I like it over here because I can actually read the chat that's over here. Are you calling Sean a dwarf? I am trapped in this room. You know, my other rig takes up a lot of space. So it's problematic. I don't. This isn't a very huge room, and I can't reiterate how big this rig is. All right, and now we're understanding the weight. This feels like the seat rails. I think we're going to unpackage everything as we go along, which is maybe not how I would necessarily always do things. But because we do have a space issue, I think it'd be nice to be able to pack everything back in. All right, so here we have these dual rails with the venting. This is kind of reminiscent of the OG rig, you know, having some, you know, cut out metal for shape and style. This is obviously one of the seat rails. So it's gonna, looks like this is gonna be like that. You got the Fanatec cut in, nope, that's a sticker. I thought it was cut into the metal. Part number 4 for the record. We'll just put this one right there for now. I don't know how we're gonna do this. This is a bold undertaking. I should have looked at the boxes and thought, maybe this isn't going to be doable. All right, and this is the other side. I don't need to unwrap that one just yet. Let's see what we're getting into. Let's see how many pieces we're dealing with, because look at this packaging. These things are well protected. All right, we have a box with some stuff. All right, that's some hardware and stuff. Some brackets. So we have a joining piece that might match up to those, actually. Another one and some hardware. I'm not going to unpack that just yet. Let's see what we're dealing with. Let's see if we can get to the instructions. Oh, full assembly instructions and product manual available. Right there. Where's my phone? Fanatec Clubsport GT. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the white rig. I think it hides dust better. Okay, let's see. Let's get some instructions. Why didn't I think of this in the beginning? I just assumed we'd open the box and the first thing we'd see would be a instruction manual. There is a I don't even know if there is an instruction manual inside. Okay, where is support? Media download support. There we go. Downloads for manuals. Select a product. Cockpit. GT Cockpit. White. Box 1. Oh, here's the manual. Downloads for bundle components. Alright, here we go. Contents. Okay, okay. Locking mechanism. Assembling the left side main frame. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. In here was a joining piece that's going to join one of those to the front wheel box area, we'll call it. So that's what we're getting into. That's just a spacer. You know, a lot of times I'm really careful with packaging because I might need to put something back in the box, but in reality, rigs never go back in the box. All right, so this is some fancy trim pieces, it looks like. I don't think we're going to need that for a little while. That looks like the kind of stuff you put on at the very end. Just move that out of the way for now. Alright. Now we can get this big piece out of the way. And then we have some of our frames. Dang it. Oh, here, if I could just get that around that box, that'll hold that one open. Then, this one, lock with that a little bit, maybe. There we go. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can work around that. I mean, if we can get that box out of here, that'd be cool. Whoa, don't want to do that. That's on me. That looks like a right side. Wow, this thing is a monster. Do you get an idea what we're dealing with? Okay. You can't really see what I'm doing. Let's get the other one out. You'll be able to see better. We're going to build it that way. Yeah, we're going to build it that way. I'll turn it around. Oh. So we have two sliding rails. We have this one, which looks like an adjustable wheel deck. How cool is that? And then we got a bar there, nothing slider mechanism on it, but it almost looks like it's going to do the same thing for adjustable pedals. So that could be very cool. I think we don't have to put this very far. I think we're going to be empty with this box pretty quick. And maybe be able to get it out of this room. That would be kind of cool, huh? Okay. Chat. Make Max his own Deathmobile. We don't need instructions. Well, it's Fanatec, yeah, under Corsair. But I think this came together at that same time, kind of. PVC flashbacks. Yeah, I have a roll cage in the 240, by the way. But yeah, this could make a roll cage. It's that strong, that substantial. Oh my God! Look at this piece. Oh. Okay, so this one's got the cool Fanatec badge on it. Totally getting a Stormtrooper vibe. I'm loving it. And then these two tubes go into these. This might, oh, I'll bet you this is the back. This is the ass. This is the ass of the rig. We're going to put that one over here until we can do a little cleanup. And then put that back down. I'm going to get all this trash out of here. That is going to change everything if we can get this box out of here. And then we have the other side. Okay, and there's the other side. Okay, we're going to need that box. We're going to put this right there. And then I want to get everything garbage-wise into here. I'm not worried about that little piece of plastic. But the box and the big pieces of corrugated have got to go. Man, we might have to bring some snacks in on this one, by the way. Not sure I can get through this whole thing without eating something. But we're in the pit. We're in the pit, you guys. This isn't the normal Simpit. This is Simpit Raw in the pit. Building a rig on a Saturday morning. Living the dream. This one. This one. This stuff. Oh, Max, I'm gonna need you to move, buddy. Yeah, now this box isn't so heavy. Max, you gotta move. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? You're okay? You're okay? All right. That made a big difference. I said ass. Did I say ass? Hey, Dave Coe. Hey, Doug Holly. Diamond Dogs. Star Fox. How you doing? I don't know if it has. Yeah, where's the RGB? It's not a proper rig without RGB, right? Yeah, Doug, that was a long time ago. All right. Oh, seriously, Tim, that would be so funny. It'd be so hard to do. I am making a lot of banging noises with metal. All right, time to get into step one, which is take pieces 2, 5, and 4. 2, 5, and 4. Pretty sure this is 2. Oh, I'm wrong. That's 1. Trying to do this without smashing things. All right, so here is piece 2. We're going to do this right today, and we're going to, like, double check ourselves. My dog is relatively afraid of these moments if I'm banging things. He is hanging out right there, and he even let me walk that giant box around him. This is number 5 and number 4. Is this number 4? Number 4. That's this one. Okay. So we're going to go boom, boom, boom. Can you see what I'm doing? Almost. We're going to need that before we need this. We're going to back up. Bring that into play. Now I think you can see. Yeah, you guys can see what's up. All right. Then hardware. Slide the left side front frame assembly and left side rear assembly into the connecting bracket. Ensure the mounting holes on all 3 pieces are aligned. Screw M6, M6 by 8. Oh, where's my little card? Where's my next level card to the rescue? Hold on. I don't know if you guys saw that in that Victory add-on. All right, sorry, Fanatec, and no offense, but yeah, I've got this from Next Level Racing. Makes it really easy on rig build days. That's why I kept it. When you're going through hardware and trying to remember or figure out what's what. All right, so now I need 6 M8 by 20s. Now, are those in this bag here? Wouldn't that be convenient? So here we have a foot. Something's afoot here. Those are some beefy major feet. All right, this says step 3B. Oh, wow. Oh, check this out. You gotta love this, you guys. Look at that. Can you? It's telling you when you need the hardware. I need these for step 3B. That's awesome. Oh, points. Points, Fanatec. Step 4. This is like someone went to like Lego school of instructions, huh? Sticker and Velcro. It doesn't have I'm guessing this is a finishing part. Step 3A. Step 2. Step 1. Step 1. All right, that's garbage. Garbage. Empty on that side. We have 1 bracket left on this side. We know that's the next step. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of the box, because I think we're actually done with this box. And I would think that that hardware takes us all the way through the steps we would need to complete box 1, which is kind of cool. All right. Oh, Oh, David Payne, that sounds delicious. All right, so in the bag for step 1 were 6 M8 bolts by 20. I'm assuming since they marked them, I don't even need the measuring card. M8 by 20. What do you know? And 6, exactly. And then they have concave washers to go with the curvature. To go with the curvature of the. Can you see? Okay. So we don't really need these feet just yet. I'm assuming that said step 7 on the bag, which was. The bag was actually slightly torn open in my defense there. Okay, so now they want us to slide these in. Is that sticker over a hole? No. And it shows the adaption, this stuff on the inside. It shows the 3 screw holes. See the 3 screw holes to the inside, which is where the holes are for this side. So we know this goes like so. Okay. And then this, oh, I see it's going to do it. Can you see what I'm doing down there? Not so much. Let's back up a little bit. Sorry. Okay, so this is kind of tricky. This piece is actually quite a bit bigger. You can see that up and down wobble, right? And then this piece is going to go into, this one goes into this one, and then this goes over the both of them to lock them all together. All right, and we want the 3 holes facing so they all line up. But we got to put this guy on first. It actually kind of says to do it like this. Oh. All right. Boom. Just like that. Now I'm going to flip it this way to make sure we have good alignment. And then we're going to put these in. And then the other 3 holes are on the bottom there. I have not seen any tools. That's okay. We have our own tools. Someone wants to know if I'm free at 3 today. Who is that? That's the same size. I don't need 2 of that one. I need this one. That's the one I need. Yep. Okay. There we go. I'm not going to go too tight until we have all 6 in. You get all 6 lined up, make sure everybody's happy, then we'll tighten those down. If you're ever doing something like this, I gotta tell you, if threads, especially pre-installed inserts like we're dealing with here, if it ever doesn't feel right, you might want to just double, triple check that you're going in straight and everything's happy, because you don't want to. They're permanently installed. It's not like a nut that I can just replace. All right, now you can see we have another 3 there. I think you can see. Yeah, you see. You see. We're good. They're doing that for style points, Tim. It's a little rough. That one is like right on the edge of whether I'm happy with the friction I'm feeling. We'll see how this one goes. take a little extra time at these moments right here, you guys. There's times you can screw off, and there are times you got to take it really serious. In my opinion, this is one of those kind of serious moments. You want to make sure it goes in right. These are not bolts we're ever going to remove. That one is not happy. Still not happy. Here I am taking them all the time. I have my concave washer in backwards on that one. There's a little. It might just be that. Let's give that a try. There we go. If it's not, we're just going to mad dog it now, huh? That's more than I would like. None of the others are going to fight like that, but it's in. It's going in nice. It's just dealing with a little bit of friction, that number 6. This one's piece of cake. This one's piece of cake. All right, look at that. One side of the rig is about to be completed. Just like that. Where's my coffee? I'm going to have to take a coffee breather at some point here. And I can see that the way this is working, I can already see how that rear end goes on. So after we build the left side, they'll join together with that big monster plate we pulled out. And it's going to connect back there just like this piece did. All right, so there's the right side all done. Here, we'll bring it back up. Ta-da! Step 1, complete. All right, we're going to push that out of the way. There are some moments my crappy carpet works out nice. All right, let me check you guys. It is super beefy. I mean, it's going to be a good workout by the end of the day. Hefty tubes, webbing, doubled up, cross-supported. It should be a tank. Exactly. No one to give me a hat. I'm all on my own. Where's Jessica when you need her, huh? That's what she said. Yeah, Max has no thumbs. He's just clumsy and gets in the way. All right, speaking of, we'll get these feet out of our way. We're going to get our hardware. For those tuning in late, we've got our hardware for step 2, which is going to be a repeat of step 1. Let's forward in our instructions. We're going to need M8 by 20 bolts, 6 of them, 6 curved washers. Slide the front and back together with the little cross bracing thing. Okay. All right, so here's our step 2 hardware. 6 and 6, just like the first step. Like I said, I'm going to be turning my back on you today. We're not trying to be formal. We're just trying to build a rig and have some fun. So we're going to put this one down like that. Actually, I might be able to do it this way. Still going to pull this one out of the packaging. Tell you what, this came very well packaged. Considering how big and heavy this is, the box is a strong box, but more importantly, the inserts kept it very square, and there was like no crisscross. There's no impact. The only impact was when I pulled this piece out and I let the bottoms touch ever so slightly. It's all powder coated though, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Same thing, we got these little yellow trim, which is kind of interesting on the outside. And I got to think backwards here because it actually goes that way. I'm going to try just leaving this one on the ground all the time at the beginning. Can you see the way this... I kind of showed you. I can show you this. So without that, that slides in like that. And now we have access to those holes and those holes. This piece goes over that and gives us access to the same holes going through all three pieces. And so the real way to put it together, they say, is to put it there, put it there, and then slide it together. Shit, look at how perfect that one came out. All right. I think I left my tools over there. Not as magical. No, I'm just not seeing. All right, let's tilt it up. What's wrong? Why are these not lining up? This is parts. Shit. They called both sides parts 2, 5, and 4 on the instructions, by the way. This one's actually numbered part 1. 3 and 5. So the 5 is the same on both. It doesn't matter. 1 and 3 are together. 2 and 4 together. That makes sense, right? Being that their instructions are screwy there. They messed that up. So much for Lego instructions. These holes are not lining up as you would think. There's like a little twisty. It's not this piece. All right, let's take these out. I hate going backwards, but why is it not? Man, that gives like no clearance right there. That's like, has to be right on the money. That is not affecting it. that's in. 1, 2. I'm telling you, when you get to these moments, you got to keep your head cool and in the game. And work the problem. Sort it out before you go getting crazy and grabbing some half-inch drive impact and just mad dogging them in. It's like you might get it built, but you might not ever get it unbuilt. Or you might not ever build it a second time. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. We recovered 100%. These are the moments that so often in the review we might glaze over, to be honest with you. It's like, well, as long as it all worked out in the end, I mean, I might mention, oh, it was really hard or it took a few hours. But this is showing you the reality of how it goes. I'm sure you've all been there, done that with your own various projects and whatnot. Where's my little handy dandy ratchet when you need it? That one doesn't seem to be threading in, by the way. Okay, we're not out of the woodwork yet. We are not out of the woodwork yet. We're gonna have to mad dog that one in a little bit. Those two are okay. What's up with this guy? Oh, it's still not in. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. Man alive. All right, so that wasn't super duper fun, right? Getting intimate with it. Okay. Yeah, maybe I will grab that little ratchet. Not sure where it is. I think it's in the box in the other room. All I have on that one is a 10mm socket. Need the one with the little drives. Okay, almost done with step 2. What look like 6 steps in box 1. Okay, there we go. We got those locked down. Good for us. Yay. All right, I'm going to read your comments. Ooh, my knees. My knees are not going to love this by the end of the day. I can guarantee you that. The spatial, I believe this is one of the most adaptable rigs for size. Like from like, you know, mini me to, Andre the Giant. Yeah, well, that's what I was hoping to avoid, Tim. I'm hoping that you don't need that because I'm assuming most people, you know, it's like, hey, that's really important. Are there any issues putting it together that would like be a deal breaker for people with like less skills? Okay, 3A, inserting upper and lower connecting tubes. Open the hardware bag labeled step A, it says. And we are going to have to take some breaks on this one too, you guys. I'm going to have to just stand up. You saw my legs there. They were not super duper happy. All right. Open the hardware bag, step A. To complete the step, following tools. We got them. Insert the lower connecting tube 7 in the bottom. I don't see a post like that. Where's part 8? I missed something in the big box? Huh? Oh, it's going to join the top. Where is that part? I don't see that tube. Bear with me. Box 1. There's supposed to be 2 tubes that I missed in there. Oh, you know what? They might be in this panel box. Okay, shit. There's a tube. There's a tube. All right, we're looking for number 8. I'm assuming that's the longer one. That's number 7. We have seen some misnumbering. It's pretty obvious. This is number 8. All right, so they're saying number 8. Number 8 goes up top with these 2 bolts. We're going to join these 2 pieces together. All right. I think the way to do that would be to put this one in first. So there's a welded on nut. Try to get you guys a closer shot. And these threads have paint on them too, Tim. You just got to make sure if you're, so when you're dealing with something like this where you have pre-installed nuts. Can you guys see what I'm doing on that camera, I hope? There we go. It got past the little cleanup patch, I think. Sometimes they'll get some paint in the threads. And then, if you're not extra careful, it's even easier to cross-thread in. At which point, you got a mess on your hands. So what we have is a welded-on nut. And this is maybe not the most artistically done part of the rig. I'll show you. If we can't see it on the camera, it's going to be hard to see. There's no getting around that. All right, so this one's in. And you know what? I should probably do both sides. Otherwise, I'm going to be trying to wedge them together. So, yeah, it's going to be really hard to see. I'm going to lift this up. Right there, it's just a nut with 2 weld spots, like almost tack welds, just like spot tack welds on either side. The whole thing's painted white. This is just a little piece of tubing just welded on there. I mean, I hope that paint's on there good. All right, so we're going to back this up. I wonder why we haven't put the feet on yet. I would probably put the feet on. Wouldn't it make sense to put the feet on? I'm just going to follow the instructions. I don't know how I'm going to flip it over once it's put together. I'm going to lift them up and do it like one-arm jack. Come on. There we go. There we go. I almost want to put this down. All right, that one had no problem going in, by the way. Piece of cake. Okay, 1, 2. And then I'm guessing we need hardware 3B. We do. And we're going to put them together. hardware 3B. Okay. Here we go. This is when it starts looking like a rig. We're going to put this one as far this way as we can get it. Get that out of our way. And I need this a little further away than it is to flip it up. Actually, let's see if we can do this. I'm trying to line up the lower ones a little bit. Not so much. Alright. Boom. Look at that. Does that look like a sim chassis? Looks like a very big sim chassis. Alright, so that one's not lined up so well. See what's going on with the lower one. We're not totally in, it seems, maybe. No, something's not right. We're in way too far. That's what it is. There we go. No problem. No problem. And I think the same thing was going on down here. There we go. There we go. Much angle on this one. I definitely don't want to put too much torque on it just yet. I want that ratchet. Give me a moment. Shit, it's not where I thought it was. Oh, it's in that bag. It's in the bag. That's the wrong head. Is that one still on here? Yeah. Okay. This shall help our cause. For sure. Also compliments of Next Level Racing, by the way. We've got our little ratchet driver. Perfect for building rigs. Okay. Well, we are starting to get a little black and white theme going, right? We've got the black bolts on the white frame. Now we have these black crossbars. Obviously, the black lettering. Okay, there we go. That step is complete. Next. Attaching the connecting panel. Step 4. Hardware bag for step 4. Concave. Smaller. That might not fit my ratchet. I don't have a smaller one for the ratchet. Not smaller than the one I have there for that particular ratchet. Yes, we've dropped down to M5. Yeah. They're calling it M6. Oh yeah, we were on M8 before. Okay. I need a different Allen wrench then. One more smaller. That's in the box. I was looking for the other arm for the driver. All right, hold on one more second. Sorry. Oh, that sucks. My real one's all the way upstairs in my real toolbox. We're just going to use our handy dandy bike tool. Okay, so this rear last piece goes on, and then we have a bunch of bolts to put it together. So let's get here. Let's get here. Just binding on the carpet. Almost. Oh. There we go. There we go. Oh, too much there. There we go. Okay. Now I get these bolts in. 8. That one's clean. Interesting. Do they give us flat washers? No, because it's funny. I don't think you guys can see this. Right here, there's a welded flat plate, it's a U shape that goes like a cap over the top of this, right? To give it a flat bottomed foot. And the ridge of that is actually going to conflict with these concave washers, and I would actually prefer a flat washer. It won't matter. These will just deform as needed. That one's not super duper happy. It's not our alignment. I think we just need a little more umph. There we go. I would really like a different Allen wrench for this. If we get into box 2 and we have a lot more of this size hardware, then I will have to go. Well, I can do that on one of my breaks. I'll have to go get better tool for the job. I wish I could read your chat while I'm in this moment, but I cannot. I'll check in as soon as we finish this stage. I'll check in with you guys, catch up on chat a little bit. If you're joining us, this is the Fanatec Clubsport GT Cockpit, and we are putting it together. And we're about 2/3 way through the box 1. There are 2 boxes to build the base rig, but that doesn't even include the seat. So you add the seat, that's another box there. And then we have virtually every accessory. That one felt a little frictiony. Probably should have double checked myself. Also, why am I working left-handed? That's not going to go well. All right, this is kind of cool. This is, there is some reminiscence between this and the original Clubsport cockpit. There's just a little similarities and likeness, right? If you see it, if you remember. These are at an angle. These aren't straight up and down. There's a little bit of angle on them, which I kind of dig. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the cameras or not. That one went in really nice. This one was a little trouble. I might want to back it out and go again. My concave washer's upside down. No, it's not. All right. One more. That'll be our 8. Digging this Fanatec badge on the back. You can't see that. I showed it to you when we unboxed. But I think it looks really sharp back there. So far, it's a great looking rig. What do you guys think? All right, now we're going to start tightening them down. And then we're going to come back to that one that didn't really cooperate because everybody else has been super cool. I think the first one was a little trouble. Let's see how it does on tightening down. It's fine. Yeah. All right, so we still have one that's being a little stubborn. Switch hands just for angle. The concave got stuck on the wrong flat. No, stay on the curve. No, stay on the curve. There we go. All right. 2 to go. This one's almost tightened down already. Go, and now just back to this one, which I don't think I got it in straight. There we go. A little bit of stubbornness down the stretch, but that's okay. We're in threads. We're threaded properly. Boom. What do you think so far? What do you think? All right, I'm going to check in with your chat. And then we're going to get ready for step 6, which is the final hardware. Oop, my shoe just came off. All right. Where were we? There we go. Okay. No cracking. All right, yeah, we got the size. There we go. 2 chassis, sim throne, woot woot. numbers. I will finish this before the Sebring for sure. Looks like Santa's sleigh. It does have a bobsled, yeah, snow camo. Beautiful, heavy but sturdy. That's how I'm feeling. No way, Captain Howdy. How cool. Tubular rigs look so much nicer, cooler to my eyes. B Fife, that's what I was saying at the beginning. That's word for word almost, right? Yeah, there is a resemblance to the TRX, for sure, too. Other you don't like, but you love the cable cutouts. Wish your T8 Pro had that. Awesome, John. I'm glad you're enjoying it. No curve appeal. Aww. Aww. No. All right, let's go to stage 6. Open the hardware. Oh, step 5. I'm sorry, 5, not 6. Those are the panels. All right, now we're putting the panels on. We're going to push back a little as much as we can so you can kind of see. Maybe angle for you a little. All right, we got some 2 cam lock levers and 8 M6s. And now they want us to grab which one of these? I think it's this one. All right. Number 10. Yep. And it's going to go like that. All right, so a nice little trim piece. Something bolts in right there. This one. Okay, all 4. This one. This one. I really wish I had a ratchet head for this one. Go. It's actually kind of a little, it's a semi-flimsy piece, but in the end, it's going to be structural too. I'm going to change my angle a little bit. Let's see here. I am kind of having to flex the rig just a little bit, just to make sure everything lines up really nice. But I think that's kind of how, in the end, this thing's going to get its rigidity as well as its squareness is going to come from the sum of all of these things. Kind of just making sure everything's aligned properly. When you go in, you'll know, because if it's aligned properly, then the threads are going to cooperate. If the threads aren't cooperating, something's potentially wrong. Like that one. See? Something's potentially wrong. So I got to come over here, and I'm going to see that we just need to kind of flex it in just a little bit here. And then we should be able to get that in, no problem. And we have. Okay. Now we just need to tighten all these down real quick. Now would be a good moment for T-handles. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Yaya, how you doing, buddy? All right. One thing that's making me wonder. There's a hole here. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a hole on this. There's no way for it to flip around. It's a little concerning. I want to look at the picture of when we put in this top bar. I'd hate to go backwards, but we might have to freaking go backwards. If I miss something there, that could be really, we get much deeper. In fact, do I need to stop right now? I'm going to show you what I'm getting at. That one's definitely fighting me a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, the white bar that went across right here had a hole here for the bolt to be put in to secure the bar in place. Same thing on this side. All right. That's what we did down here for this cross brace as well. Now, when I was doing that, I did notice that there was 2 holes drilled just in the top side of this white tube. Not on the bottom. It's not going to pass through. Then I'm getting to this plate, and I'm noticing there's a hole drilled in that same spot, giving us access to the hole. There's a threaded nut right here and a hole that lines up with this. There wasn't a nut welded into this bar and it was supposed to be facing upward, was it? I think that's the F up I just made, you guys. That's part 8. Screw the upper connecting tube 8 by screwing in one M8 bolt. Insert the tubes on the left side. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything about be aware or make sure they're facing upward. All right, we're going to proceed. I think in box 2 we're going to find the tools, by the way, because they keep referencing tools like I got them sitting around. All right, now we are supposed to put the 2 cams in this right here. Boop, 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 boop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shit. Shit. Shit, man. There we go. Okay, that concludes that step. Rubber feet. And then it's box 2. So 4 rubber feet, 1 at each corner. Like I said, these are pretty major. Now, I wonder if I want the feet on it for me. The reason I say it is, I think I'm going to put this thing on carpet sliders. And if that's the case, my sliders are almost the same size as those feet. This thing's heavy. I would have put those feet on before we joined the two halves together. If I were going to rewrite the instructions, if you were watching this and building your own, I would have put the feet on. Well, that wasn't so bad. That's not so bad. You know, I just noticed that the box 2 says black frame on it. I think somebody made a mistake. We're going to have a black and white version. That could be Tim. Yeah, these are going to make it impossible to move. Load it up. But we're going to just lift it onto sliders onto those feet. That'll put the contact pretty good. We'll be fine. I should probably get the sliders now before we start adding any more weight. At the conclusion of box 1, which I think is right about now, I am going to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to stretch my legs. I'm going to get a beverage. Maybe grab a snack that we can eat while we're working. Because we are just in the pit. This is informal today. We're not taking things seriously. We're not worried about how we look. We're not worried about making mistakes. We're not worried about any of that. We're just hanging out together, building a new cockpit. One of the most exciting things we can do in sim racing. If you're joining now, this is the Fanatec Clubsport GT Cockpit. We're going to need to move this that way a little bit. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's heavy. It's getting heavy. There we go. Look at that. We found the CG. Yeah, I think I'm getting hot too. That's the other part. I'm getting hot. We're going to need a cool down. Let's just make sure. Yeah, so the only thing that we didn't get to, I'm going to just inventory real quick. Let's get some garbage. The only thing that we have not touched, I have no more hardware bags that I see. We have this plate, which I'm guessing goes right there. Okay, so then now this box is empty. That box is empty. All right. Yeah, so from there we move on to box number 2. Which, where the hell am I going to put that? All right. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to get some liquid, get some snack, stretch my legs, let my hands rest, and then we're going to get into box number 2. That went pretty well, though. What are we at? We're at 1 hour and 20 minutes. But we've been talking. We've been grabbing tools. We've been taking our time with it. Not too worried about setting a world speed record here today. that into a safe spot. And okay. I will be right back, everybody, as fast as I can. Tie my shoe. it back. Okay. Box numero 2. But now we have some snacks. I have to eat some Ritz. We're just going with some Ritz. Thank you, Final Guy. I agree and I disagree with you. I agree with you. I love profile rigs, aluminum profile rigs, for exactly that reason. The strength, the adjustability. However, I think they're ugly. And I think this one, or a proper tubular, should give you enough adjustment to take care of any of your needs. Need my blade. Rather use clippers. It's gonna be hard to get those out. This thing's heavy. All right, we're just gonna open the box with all that crap still there. And I don't know where we're gonna pile stuff. Same thing. We're just going to try to get this box out of here. We're going to load it up or unload it. And then we're going to... All right. Yellow seat adjuster. To match the yellow rings. All right. I'm going to actually just put this one way over here with the seat. Interesting that we got the black upper half, which I think I don't know if they did a white. Is it only black on the top, or did they make a mistake? I think it'll look good, though. I'm not stopping. I might have ordered it wrong, maybe. All right, so we have some hardware and some other brackets. I'm going to put that aside as is. We've got this piece, number 13. Kind of cool looking. Put that right there, I guess. I'm going to need more space than that. And that's a lightweight piece. Let's put that inside the rig since it's light and stylish versus more industrial pieces like this one. Piece number 17 looks like a wheel deck, if I had to guess. This looks like a seat bracket. Pretty beefy. Look at those. Look at those. No flex in that seat bracket. Part number 20. I'm going to put that over here. Some foam. And then a very big, okay, look at this. This is, I believe, our wheel. Oh, wow, that might be one giant piece. I'm going to lift that out. All right, our other seat bracket. We'll put this in a protected spot right there. I think this is all one piece, you guys. It is. It is. Okay, if I can get over it. Where am I going to put it down? I think I'll be able to put it sideways, I hope. Because then we can get the box out of here. looks like a protective. Oh, that's to hold all the bearings in. Oh, I'm probably not supposed to put it the way I've done it. Let's not rock the boat. There was a little piece of PVC holding all those little bearings in those sliders. So let's just get this out of here. Nice that that's all pre-done. All right, almost done. Okay, let's get this out. Oh. I guess it's pixelated. I can't tell what you're watching. Thought it was baseball with the dirt infield. All right. Okay. They want you to do this the same way you pull a 914 motor out. Okay. So first things first, we're supposed to remove the two M8 bolts at the end of the rods inside of the rig. I might have to summon my brother's help. Okay, I'm going to put this the way it needs to be for what we're going to do. They want us to lift the rig up and over the pedal assembly. If you've ever had a mid-engine car, to remove the motor, you usually have to lift the car over the motor and put the motor on the ground or on a jack. Generally speaking, not every time. I'm not a pro at that, but I did have a 914, and that's how you have to pull the motor. Oh, I can lift this up and over. Can I lift it high enough? Yeah, we'll be able to do it. Now, the pedals, which side's forward? Is it directional? Okay, that has the beefier bottom part. I think that goes forward. Okay, so remove the two bolts, the spring washers, and secure the sliding rods pushed forward. So, this is too big. Where'd our other one go? It's over there. to set up for that. Okay. So. One. Two. And they want us to slide those forward. Doesn't even show how far. I almost want to take them out so I don't screw them up. I'm going to take them out. Boom. Now this thing's backwards. Is that right? Does it matter which way? Is there a way to tell? That one has a curled up side. This is two flat sides. I believe that's what we're looking at. So then I think I want to put that right there. They tell us to remove. I'm going to read the instructions. This is a treacherous part. All right, so we're removing these plugs. Okay. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Now the tricky thing is lifting these up to slide the bars in. Do I have to back up? Is that one going to get in there? I think we might have to back up. That should do it. I need something to prop those up. All right, now we have to, you're going to not really see what's going on here so much. But we have these kind of sliders, you know, two on the pedals, right? We have to line it so that we can slide the bar into the sliders, which are mounted on the pedals. That's what we're doing here. I'm hoping I can do something like that. Get us in the ballpark, maybe? to lift both sides to do it safely. All right, I'm going to need something else. Give me a moment. I think I might be able to lift it in place once we get there. Okay. Lift that front one up a little bit, and I think we're good to go. On. There we go. Okay, same issue. I'm going to pull this out. My knees are not going to be happy with me. Man, did I get this in the right spot? Wait, before I lock this down, that is the right spot. Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be forward of that. Okay. Now, if I lift this one a little more. There we go. Same thing here. Come on. Get this one all the way in, maybe. Okay, it just butts up to that one. They do recommend 2 people for this operation. Okay, let me see if I'm. Let me see what's. Ow, my knees are not happy anymore. We might have to end. We might have to do this as a 2-parter. Whew. Okay. Let's see. Looks like it needs to come up. There we go. There we go. Yay! All the bearings stayed in. Our pedals slide freely. Yay! That was a big step. That was a big step. That caused me to break out in sweat. Put my knees into overload. Alright, now Now we tighten these down. So here's the reality. If you have a profile chassis and you're the only one who's ever going to drive it, I don't mind taking the time. So it is endlessly adjustable, but it's also extremely difficult to make those adjustments. Like if you're going to make a wheel deck change, it doesn't go smoothly or easily. So what it doesn't have is that on-the-fly adjustability. So if you have friends who come over, or you have kids who want to run your rig, then you really have to make the argument for something like this, where look at this. That's how much pedal adjustment we have virtually on the fly. I mean, it's going to be as simple as just loosening 2 bolts. And that's pretty cool. That's super cool. The wheel deck's going to do the same thing. Oh, it's the left knee. The left knee is the one giving us a problem. All right, what's next? Reinsert the steel rods, blah, blah, blah. Push the rods all the way in. And screw them with the originals. Okay. Okay. It doesn't slide. Ours moves super smoothly. Adding the L bolts. Ah, okay, so now we need 8C. 8C, that's what we're at. Need another Ritz. Lucho, I'm at... You can't hear me. I'm eating. Lucho, I'm going to be in Chicago in September. Toolkit. I knew that was going to be in there somewhere. Along with a warranty guide. These are kind of cool tools. They tell you what size they are. We'll use those from the rest. Part number 12, maybe a shifter bracket. All right, seat step 1A, not there. Seat 1B. Spare parts. Spare parts, okay. Step 11C, that's what we're getting to. This looks like a Visa adapter, maybe? Maybe part of the shifter bracket. $10B, $11B, seat 1C, step 9, 11A, A, B, and C for 11, 8C, I think that's where we are, and 10A. All right, so we've got step 8C, 9, 10A, B, 11A, B, and C. And then we have some hardware for the seat as well. Hi, Max. What's up, buddy? Want to come say hi? We're about to get into bag 8C. Come here. Come say hi. Oh, hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Bucho! Yeah, dude. September 5th through 7th. All right, here we go. We got our 2 little cam locks. No, that was in that bag, not this bag. Step 1A lost a couple of washers, it looks like. Split open. All right, so now we have these. And I believe they go right here. Whoop, not like that. Slide back so you can see there's a little threaded spot on this slider. Come on. But they hit that one. These are the type where you can pull them out and the little spring lets you adjust where they live or rest. So you might have to do some fanciness depending on where that is. I moved these lower 2 out of my way. There are little markers. Can you see these? 300, 250, 200. So you have a little something as a reference for if you are changing distances between drivers. You'd be like, oh, okay, I know I want them at 270. All right, and that will lock them down. I didn't do it very tight just yet, but so you have all that adjustability. Awesome. Ah, left knee. Shit. Getting old sucks. Oh, congratulations, Bucho. Did you do that on purpose? I should always ask that before. All right. Front panel, step 9. Order parts for step 9. Driver. Enjoy the escape room. Those can be fun. I did one of those once. All right, this is going to go on the front. You guys can't really see. I was going to put the rig on sliders at about now. Oh, I grabbed the wrong Allen wrench. Should we put it on sliders so I can turn it for you guys a little bit? Maybe that would be the cool thing to do. Oh, that thing is heavy. Yeah, if you put your weight on those will bend. Those are not super duper structural. They're going to give it some integrity in making a box shape. A little bit of cross reinforcement. But I wouldn't go leaning on them. All right, that makes it a little more manageable. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing. Got our Fanatec logo. Come on. There you go. little more on this side. Cooperate. It's not really cooperating so much. Holes aren't perfectly aligned. We're fine. Just a little friction on that plate. We're fine now. I think we're going to get the other side in before we put too much torque down, though. Same thing here. It's not really aligning great. Not too far off. Come on. I have to get in the way a little bit. I'm going to use my other hand. There we go. Maybe. These are being a little stubborn. Ooh, we're breaking a sweat again. Yeah, that one doesn't want to go in. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I'm blocking your view. I had to kind of really get in there a little bit. All right, now it'll all flex into place because it's not super duper strong piece of metal. All right, that doesn't feel very good. All right, that felt a little cross-threaded, I'm not going to lie. Oh, now it feels good because we punched through the other side. That probably wasn't threaded well, but I don't think that'll be an issue for us. See, that one's in nice. All right. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to need another breather. Wow. Between putting that pedal plate in and moving it around, this is an extreme workout day. Will not be needing to go to the gym. I'm going to need some Tylenol. All right. That's on there. That's on there good. Next. B8. Oh, ha! We were actually supposed to remove these two bolts You know, you gotta read the instructions. Sometimes you just got to read the instructions. Let me see if I can loosen that through. There is a hole, but I think it's... Yeah, we screwed up. We screwed up a little bit. Well, hi, Max. Have you come to help? I don't think you're helping. I don't think you're helping. Please don't tell me you need something other than just me saying hello. Please tell me you don't. You all right, bud? All right. That is probably why we were having a little trouble lining it up. We put it over those two bolts. Those two bolts tie this plate together. Okay, let's go backwards to go forwards. I'm still a little worried about that bar. I did check the instructions, the top bar. Now that we're having a problem with this one, I sure hope we don't have to go further back than that. This is the one we cross-threaded, isn't it? Oh, that's a mess. That's on me. That's on me. Ratchet. Dang it. Sorry. That's annoying. Oh, my ratchet keeps turning on me. All right, we're going to have to go vertical. Come on out. Oh, I hate that I'm going backwards. That is a pilot error all the way. Driver error. Can't blame Fanatec. That is driver error. All right. Hey, what do you know? The screws all line up now. Look at that. I'm being stupid. It's on me again. I'm being stupid. Here, actually, let's get this other lower line first. good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's the fucked up one. I think that was the lower. Was it that one? I can't tell. Where's my flashlight? I don't remember which one was the stripped. I need my flashlight. Ah, be right back. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I think it's the top one that I did. Come on. I don't know if these are any better aligned. Yes, we forgot to take those out. But this is not cooperating. Okay, why don't we try the threaded one, the cross-threaded one first. Seems to be lining up better. That's not really lining up super well either. Oh, this is giving me a fit. There we go. That's the one we cross-threaded though. So we're going to have to yank that one in again. It actually still had a lot of threads on it, but you could tell it was not super happy about it. Yeah, we might just have to ram both of these in. There we go, we're fine. Sorry I'm blocking your view. That one's fine. Now this one. Fine. Okay. But things were not perfectly aligned, so we had to be a little patient, kind of like flex and bend and get everything where it belongs, and then tighten it all down. So it did take a little patience and not getting frustrated. Kind of a complicated rig in some respects. Tell you what, though, aluminum profile tubing has given me every bit as much frustration, though, and things like you're trying to move a piece between two bars and it's playing the teeter-totter game. And it won't just move. Alright, now we just have to tighten down those lower two. We'll be done with that step. Well, that's certainly another substantial level of cross bracing. That's it for smaller, right? How's that, guys? Okay. All right. Boom. Done with that step. What's next? Read some chat. 10A. That's where we're at. Going skips? That's a great question. Hey, Fernando, how you doing? Thank you. Yeah, I need to do more. I need to do yoga and stretching. Oh yeah, Fernando, you're running a Deathmobile. Awesome. Awesome. All right, 10A. All right, we have little split washers. Regular washers, split washers, and some, what are these, M8 maybe? I'll show you. Plus some dog hair. M5. And these go on the wheel deck. Okay, I'm going to do a little assembly work here. So we're going to go split washer, washer, split washer, washer. Yeah, this rig is looking awesome, isn't it? I'm happy. I'm really happy. And yeah, man, I love Deathmobiles. Deathmobiles are cool because you know what? You can they're never ending. You can change them forever. It's like, oh, year 3. You know what? I think I want to add an integrated monitor. I think I'm sick of pulling it up to my desk, or I'm sick of having a separate monitor stand. I'm going to, boom, grab some wood, grab some screws. Okay, so yeah, to answer your question, Husingfeld pedals, from what I understand, I've never used them myself, are great, fantastic pedals. Active pedals, it's not just hype. And there are massive advantages to them. But I'm not sure that means you have to get them. So by what I'm saying, and I'm letting a little out of the bag, on the 18th you're going to find out a lot more. But active pedals, in some ways, what they do differently than haptics. So look at like the SimMagic haptic reactors, right? Well, they do a lot of what the active pedal does. So just adding haptics on their own is really powerful because when you get brake lockup, you get it right into it. An active pedal does a little bit more directly, but it actually doesn't change the pedal feel in most scenarios. It actually feels remarkably the same or similar. Okay, so flat side in, and it's going to face this way. And then this one over here. And then, so what we have 4 different holes. So we have 1, 2 different positions essentially. I'm going to put it at a low position for my height. And I'll tell you what, we're screwing into an aluminum block here. Don't be playing those games like we did with that plate just a second ago, just kind of like, hey, I'm just going to give it a little extra torque. These better go in like butter, and if they're not, something's wrong. Double, triple check, because do not screw up these aluminum blocks, I tell you. You need a helicoil to fix it if you damaged them. I mean, they shouldn't be too fragile either, but again, don't accept a thread that doesn't feel smooth. Something's wrong. All right, I'm not going to super tighten these down just yet because we might need to change that height later. Even if it's at the expense of removing the wheel deck between them, I'm okay with that in lieu of assuming that's an adjustment we're going to need to make when we get our gear on it and get in the rig. So we're just going to kind of finger tighten these. So I'm going to take another break here in a moment, you guys. Start to need a little rest and relaxation. All right, so as soon as we have these finger tight, we can go to 10B. I have a bag right there for 10B. I don't know if metal is involved in 10B. Here's the bag. Ooh, these are some big bolts. Oh, those are some cams. I feel cams in there. Ooh, I might have been wrong about the curvature. I might have put those plates on backward. All right, so this is going to be a cam and a cam bolt here. So let me show you what we're looking at here. We got these, right? Spring-loaded cam levers. We've got this little thing. And then we have these. And we have some washers. All right, so the big washers go on the big cam levers. The split washers go on the cam bolts along with the regular washer. And then we have that extra one goes on the left side in the middle, it looks like. Okay, there's our hardware ready to go. There's our wheel deck. Looking at the picture, it hangs down like so. Yep. We did these backwards. I couldn't, in my defense, I couldn't tell from the drawing in the first picture. So I just took a guess. 50-50, in or out. Also, the way it drops down, I'm wondering am I putting it too low? Am I putting it too low? Maybe we're going to go to the upper position. All right. Boom. Boom. Oh yeah, there's one other little. Well, you would have had to look ahead or seen to look for that. Just looking at these two brackets, the one on the left side, the one that gets this little extra button, has an extra hole in the middle. All right, now we're coming in with the wheel deck. The cams go towards the front, or these cam bolts, I should say. And then the lever goes at the front. Which, let me get the other cam in first. Oh. All right, now I at least have both supported. There is a little, hard to see from there, there's a little reading of what degrees you're at. Whoop, where did that go? Got it. And that washer is right here. Okay, now these cams, I think you can use the Allen wrench to turn them. Okay, they don't interfere at the bottom. When you get to here, though, you're going to have to do that action. So if we were going to adjust these upward, right? If we were going to flatten out this wheel deck, that's going to interfere. That's when you're going to have to do that and do it in little miniature steps kind of thing, right? All right, other side. Go. Boom. All right, that's pretty cool. So, if we loosen these up, we've got that much freedom on that. Now, I don't know how much movement. I haven't tightened those down yet. Then, we've got this much adjustment in angle. And then this can come up and down about 3/8 of an inch, about that much adjustability. So we're at the higher setting. We could drop it down one setting if it's too high for us. All right, there we go. That step is complete. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, we didn't put the button in. Not sure what the point of this is. Is this just to be able to read? I think that's literally just so you can see. So right now I'm at a +4. Okay. Excuse me. Onboard monitor mount. We have a real fucking problem right here, you guys. If I loosen those nuts, I can spin the bar. There's got to be threads on the other side of that. There's got to be a hole that I didn't see. I did see it. I just forgot about it, kind of thing. All right, there's one bolt. Glad I figured out this. Oh! I am so glad that we were able to spin that bolt and not have to take this thing entirely apart to get to it. Can you imagine if we had to undo all of that to separate this, to pull that bar out? I'm so glad my common sense figured it out there at the last second. It was like, wait a second. If it's on the other side, you just have to spin it. It's round. It should spin. We just got lucky. That is so lucky. All right, so we're going to do the integrated monitor mount, which I am going to put to use. We talked about that back at step 10. All right, 11A. Ow. And that is the cool, this thing. That's this guy. This piece. It goes like that. All the cool pieces go like that. you not cooperating? Number 4. You know, there have been some slight alignment issues. This is not lining up beautifully. Come on. Go in your hole. Man, I might have to file this one. No shit, I might have to file this one, you guys. No. I am going to need to file that. I'd be sweating my ass off. The only coveralls I have are really nasty. I think I might even throw them away. They're from racing. No, the seat, but I think we're at this point. I just ran into a little bit of an obstacle, and I'm getting close to when I was going to end the stream. I was really not going to go any longer than noon, but I was going to be willing to come back this evening for part 2, I guess. This is not lining up, and I don't want to cross-thread it. I'm going to use this monitor mount. I don't want to hurt it. I need to elongate this hole a little bit. I need to check that it's straight. And yeah, this thing's a little, I'm not sure if it's bent or just not drilled perfectly, but it's not lining up this 4th hole. So I need to take it off. I need to make that hole a little bit larger so we can get that on, and then we can proceed to the seat and then the accessories. So yeah, being that that's the next thing I have to do, I think I'm just going to bring this to a close. Let me get in camera so you guys can see. So yeah, I mean, I told you guys at the beginning, you know, this is in the pit. This is how it goes when you're doing stuff for yourself. Now, luckily, I do have a file, but I don't know where it is. I have to find it, and that could take some time. So I would have to literally spend a little time offline searching for the file. But you know, if you're at your home doing this, you know, this is the kind of thing where you might have to run to Home Depot to buy a little rat tail file to be able to enlarge that hole and proceed forward. So these are the kind of hurdles, obstacles. For some people, it'd be frustration. But I mean, the one thing that I'm going to tell you is you've got to just stay upbeat. And when you run into problems, instead of forcing the issue, you really got to have just a little extra patience and see, is this something I'm going to be able to solve? What do I need to do to make this work? Am I doing something wrong? Do I need to double check and read the instructions more? And in this case, I'm doing everything right. It's just not quite aligned properly. So the proper fix is to make that hole larger rather than flex things, because we also don't want to put any torque on this and create a warp. It's going to be holding our monitor, which I'm not sure this is rated for the weight of my monitor, by the way, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I think what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take a break. We've been at it for almost 3 hours. We're going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close. I'm going to get myself some lunch. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to rest out. I'm going to take a shower because I'm actually sweating quite a bit doing that. And then I think we're going to we will come back live, let's say 5 o'clock my time. So 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we're going to have part 2. We're going to get this. I'll do the repair. I'm going to do the filing before we go live, hopefully. And then we'll get this back on there. We'll get the rest of the monitor mount on top of it. It looks like, so when you order the base rig, everything over here is accessories. That's empty. So right here, what I have is the hardware to put this upright on there. And then this Visa adapter on there. All right. So that's what we have left. Oh, and then the seat rails. So then we have, so when you order the rig, it's a 2-part order. So you order it and it's box 1 and box 2, and they literally put it that way on your order sheet. And then this is going to go like that. And this is going to go like that. So at this point, you could put any side mount racing seat onto this rig. So if you have your own seat, or you're going to buy like a Sparco or something fancy, the $850 gets you this. This is exactly what you get. The seat, which is in that box right over there, is extra, and it's an add-on to the rig, just like the keyboard mount, the shifter mount, the accessory mount, and the monitor stand, which we haven't. Where does that go? I don't see where that connects on. Probably goes on with this, would be my guess. I'll have to look at some pictures. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to bring this to a close. I'm going to eat some lunch. I'm going to rest up. I'm going to stretch because my knees are killing me. I'm going to fix this one part so we can proceed forward on the whole assembly. And then this evening, we will do the rest. We'll get the seat on here. We'll get the accessories on here. And with a little good luck, depending on timing, we'll get a wheel and pedals on there as well and get this thing pretty darn close to running. I'll need to get some assistance with the monitor, so I'll do that offline. But we'll get it to everything up to there if everything goes well this evening. So, yeah, 5 o'clock Pacific time, I'll be back. We'll do part 2 of the Clubsport GT Cockpit assembly and hopefully install of gear. So hopefully you enjoyed this half. Be sure to hit me with any questions. Hit us up on Discord, ! Discord will give you a link to our Discord. I'll post when we do go live. And if you have any questions or thoughts on what we're doing here, of course, that's a great place to do it. Or you could even send me a private message. So sorry to end the show with a chopped off head. All I have to do is figure out where I put my mouse. There it is. There it is. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me for part 1. We'll be back this evening for part 2. Signing off for now. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh. Come on, mouse.